Hello everyone, another new JKM casting. A Subaru WRX STi. So this is the first generation of the STi that is separated from the Impreza line. A lot of companies seem to be doing this, like especially Japanese companies. Like it's no longer the GTR, it's no longer the Skyline GTR. It's just the GTR. It's no longer a Impreza WRX STi. It's just the WRX. Let's see what light looks best. So first of all, the basics: metal body, metal chassis, lensed details, rubber tires, rolls. Technically has suspension, but not much. Because it's just a regular hatchback, sedan. I'm not great with this. I'm a lot of the times I'm not quite sure what the difference between like a hatchback and a sedan is. This is a hatchback, right? Oh, whatever. Anyway, but what I was trying to say, it's not like an SUV or a pickup truck. There's not going to be a lot of suspension, way. So, first of all, just gonna look at the design. I really love this casting. The design itself. First of all, look straight out. This thing looks great. You can see the Subaru logo. You can see the STI. The lens headlights look really well. The vents here and here are all have a bit of this one has no depth to it, but it's painted. Looks really nice. Looks very powerful, very menacing. To the side, the mirrors are metal, part of the casting. I like that as opposed to the rubber ones we saw on the Jeep Gladiator a while ago. The lines are good. The paint is great. You can see this the metal flakes in there. It looks pretty great. This is part of the casting. I didn't notice this bit before, but that's okay. That's not too bad, right? So maybe a little bit of a dust in there or something. The fuel door. The metal wing is nicely done. Is also part of the casting, right? It's not. Is it glued? I don't think it's glued, but I could also easily be wrong. I don't think this is glued, but metal wing is nice and sharp. The rear lights, again, lens, but you can see like the small paint over here. The Super logo, again, this says STI, and S2.0T. And you can see the exhaust tips. They don't have any depth. You can't actually see the insides of it, but it's still very nicely done. You can see everything down here is also painted as well. So I think overall great casting, and I like the gold rims as well. But the couple of problem is more with the execution of it. Excuse me. You can see right here, there's black paint missing, and right here a little bit more, even more egregious. Again, even more black paint missing. But this should be an easy enough fix. But I'm a little bit, on one hand, I'm a little bit disappointed with the quality control. On the other hand, it's an easy enough fix, right? On the other hand, this is cheap, so having a bit of a quality control issue is honestly to be expected. On the other hand, this is unlicensed, so they're not paying licensing fees. Could be spending a bit more money on the quality control. But anyway, a couple of comparisons. First of all, is a Hot Wheels version of the same car. Might not be the exact same model year. You can see a few differences. This is from the Boulevard line. The Rally WRX was the Subaru logo, and you can see just how much nicer the JKM version is. And also JKM, I'm pretty sure, being true on 64. You can see the proportions of the size. They're pretty much the exact same length, but you can see just the proportions. You can see how much wider the Hot Wheels is, and thus having like a bit weird proportions. But the JKM one looks much nicer in my opinion. The sides, not gonna have too much to look at, right? Just the sides and the rear. Hot Wheels having all painted details. The WRX have the JKM having mostly lens details, and again much superior. The Hot Wheels wing is nice, and this one is all plastic, but the JKM is metal. But I'm not quite sure what the differences in the wings signify. Maybe it's a different trim level or something. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Another comparison obviously will be with a Evo, and this is the Evo X by Tarmac Works. You need to defeat 7 of them if you want to date Ramona Flowers. It is known. Again, very similar proportions, very similar profiles. Very cool. On the rear, obviously they're two very different price points, right? And Tarmac is also an actual legit company, so they actually have licenses and everything. But yeah, I think this is still a good comparison. Obviously, the tarmac wing is so much nicer and finer, but on the other hand, it is also plastic. So depending on what kind of collector you are, if you like ultra details and you don't care about rolling, obviously tarmac will be better. But on the other hand, if you like rolling, if you like the metal feel, if you want it to be a little more sturdy, the JKM obviously would be the way to go, and it's also much cheaper, but it's also unlicensed. So I guess that depends on what you like. So that's it for this very short video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye.